Walking down the street and they take it out.
It's like this is what you're saying.
It's that fly trap. Real shit. Real spit. You gotta feel this.
TV, we so fly. We on TV, we so fly.
It's that fly trap. Real shit. Real spit. You gotta feel this. It's that fly trap. Real shit. Real spit. You gotta feel this.
We on TV, we so fly. We on TV, we so fly.
It's that fly trap. Real shit. Real spit. You gotta feel this.
We on TV, we so fly. We on TV, we so fly.
Man, this wasn't how it's supposed to be. I done touched a lot of bands, now I'm trying to find a way to get back on my feet. Never catch me begging for a thing. I'ma get it out the mud, understand I got a way to get that fucking green. I've been sitting patient, time to wake him up, I'm really heen. I look like a baby in my face, but bitches say I'm mean. Almost fell asleep driving, the nigga had to kick the lane. Bitches trying to get closer, I make them bitches fuck the team. I ain't got $1 for the bitch, but she got it for me. With my nigga Dollar in this bitch and he rolling them trees. I ain't even made it to the party, she looking for me. Told her I ain't want her, then the bitch started causing the scene. That's the type of bitch you cry over, that bitch ain't for me. You the type of nigga buy it for her, she buy it for me. But it wasn't supposed to be like this. I ain't wanna have to take your bitch, but you ain't listen, no. A young nigga, but my knowledge thick. I'm talking thick, thicker than your bitch, sliding down that pole. There ain't no law can get like this. Pay attention, I'ma show you slick. Time to get it on. This shit crazy, like nigga done been through some shit, boy. I'm talking, touched plenty bands, nigga. Blew that shit, but it's okay though. We gon' get that shit back, nigga. You hear me? Okay. Okay. Niggas gon' hear me though, boy. Gang. Bitch, I'm back now. 50 Cent up in my background. Keep me sane when I'm going through it. Him, Boosie, and ES, why I make music. You think you better than that law, boy, you fucking blew it. Gotta thank my fucking children, man, y'all helped me through it. Y'all the reason why y'all daddy out here chasing all this cake, though. I don't even wanna fight no more, get out my face, bro. Acting crazy, doing all these extras, get your face blown. I remember all them long nights, I ain't even have a dime, just a dime in the dust to get my night right. Thinking about my folks locked in the pen, having night fights. Hope they make it out, they see their kids and get their life right. Roll a good wood of the mugs, keep my mind right. Hide in the cloud right now, you tryna take a flight? You can't bring me down right now, LR living life. You don't even know my last name, but you love me, right? But it wasn't supposed to be like this. Man, you was supposed to be my friend, huh? Fuck you niggas, girl. Hey, nigga, pass me that motherfucking torch, nigga. Man, you got that blend in that shit, cuz? That horse shit? Ooh, shit. That nigga Illy got that hot motherfucker in this bitch. Okay. Okay, it's getting hot up in this bitch. Had to tell that bitch to bring a nigga a towel up in this bitch and wet it. Who that nigga acting out up in this bitch? He do too much, one of my folks go lay him down up in this bitch and wet him. I come outside and I just found that little bitch. I ain't had to say a word, she just jumped on my dick, she deadly. Even if a nigga down in this bitch, I ain't gotta have a dime, but I still got my fucking weapon. I'm from that section where niggas really fucking stepping. And we be pressing any nigga that's thinking they reckless. Treat them like Nunu, how I'm snatching that nigga little necklace. LR be fucking on your bitch and she swear I'm the bestest. The way I'm chasing all this money, think I got a fetish. Don't run up on me, LR shooting like that orphoretic. Yo bitch be fiending for the weed for an eighth, she gon' neck it. I catch that nigga, kick him in his ass like David Beckham. Don't do no texting, don't do no sexting. The way I talk, she think I'm Plies, I'm like, give me that Beckett. And you can't have my fucking number if it ain't about fatty. I got a grind to make it out, I can do it, I'm ready. Like, can you name another nigga that's really that better? And I don't ride no nigga wave, I'ma do that shit better. I'm hoping all my niggas good, I'm sending them letters. And if I got it, then you got it, I'm sending that cheddar. Now I'm the shit. When I caught up on that bitch, she brought her friend. And my nigga dollar ain't answering his phone, ain't this a bitch? Ain't no hiding all these hoes like some weed, we gotta split. But right now I'm by my lonely, so it's time to get it in. I told that bitch, you know this what I'm on, I'm tryna hit. And her friend said she was with it, so it's time to do the shit. And that little bitch bent it over, but her friend was in my shit. So you know that story over, LR had to get the bitch. Crazy shit, if you ain't learning nothing, you ain't listening. You be knowing you can't trust a bitch, you thinking with your dick. But I'll never be a victim, that's why I always keep a blick. All my weapons bisexual, they for bitches and for men. I be feeling like I'm 50, watching out for many men. I be laughing at you niggas, I ain't never scared of them. When it come to the streets, yeah, LR is a veteran. I be busy with my kids, always taking care of them. Every day, that's some shit that I can say you can't relate. And my kids is the only ones can eat up off my plate. And these bitches know I'm selfish, we ain't going on no date. Once I bust my fucking nut, bitch, you know you gotta skate. And don't be jumping on my wave now, you niggas joining late. LR been at fucking niggas, but niggas be acting gay. When it come to this rapping, LR ain't coming to play. Been asked who was better, y'all still got nothing to say. Okay. Gang. Okay. Gang. We can go rounds. Let me know I keep a pole round. He acting slow now. Don't want static, he a hoe now. I'm with them bitches. When they with me, it ain't no close round. It's about to go down. Keep shit low key, can't know my program. These niggas lying. Claiming they bout that action. He ain't a savage, he want problems, I let him have it. Was born shady, if I want it, I gotta snatch it. Just met the bitch, bend it over and let me grab it. Hey, this shit be wild, even homies that do you foul. He took the stand, like that snitching don't get around. He wasn't man's, now you gotta lay that boy down. If he hiding out, slap his mama, make him come out. He a pussy nigga, I can't fuck around with you niggas. Yeah, he got a pistol, but that nigga ain't squeezing triggers. Acting like a gangster his whole life, now he the victim. Once I heard myself on this mic, knew I can get it. That's a real good reason to stay away from these niggas. Cause if a nigga test my gangster, I'm scrapping with him. Give his ass a real good spanking, I slap a nigga. I don't wanna be like you, I'm different nigga. You the type to wipe my shoes for stepping on them. I'm the type to make you do it like I'm your owner. Legal guns, I want you to try me, trust me, I blow it. All these guns in my name, ain't gotta throw them, nigga. Let's keep it G, can't nobody fuck with me. Catch me outside by my lonely, bet nobody stepped to me. I remember all them days they had no guns, just fists and feet. Now these niggas walk around with weapons thinking they a G. Niggas weak, that's the reason why I keep my thing on me. Plenty practice with my weapons, you don't wanna bang with me. Reminiscing by my people, hoping that they proud of me. I'ma get it by my lonely, walking hard, a humble beast. Fuck them, they wanna act like me, they wanna rap like me, they wanna stack like me, but you can't be a nigga though. And now I never feel you niggas, man, y'all worse than these hoes. And now I remember him from school, he was a bitch, but now he bold. And you can't name another nigga that be better than these flows. I got a couple years of in it, gotta step up, nigga. And I'm tired of sitting patient, bitch, I'm next up, nigga. I think it's time to be yourself, cause you don't pull no triggers. Go rounds, let me know I keep a pole round. He acting slow now, don't want static, he a hoe now. I'm with the bitches, when they with me, it ain't no close round. It's about to go down, keep shit low key, can't know my program. These niggas lying, claiming they bout that action. He ain't a savage, he want problems, I let him have it. Was born shady, if I want it, I gotta snatch it. Just met the bitch, bend it over and let me grab it, hey. Okay.
Light the bitch up.
Okay. Nigga kill my dog, had to turn to John. Hold up. Okay, look. Nigga kill my dog, had to turn to John Wick. That nigga say he flew flaming, he ain't never hit a lick. I had to cut the nigga off, that nigga did some foul shit. Now he turned to a stranger, he can't ask me for shit. Whole life full of danger, I done seen plenty shit. You don't know how to grind, you don't know how we live. I ain't tripping off no friends, I'm getting big for these kids. And if he disrespect my kids, kids, I might just pop a nigga wig. I'm just hoping God forgive me for the shit that I done did. I ain't never had my hands out, I get it how I live. I can't vent out to these niggas, I can't speak up to these folks. I didn't call myself trying to follow trend, but now I'm woke. I'll be watching from afar, I'll be chilling on the low. He the only one caught, and he snitched on his bro. That's the reason why I only do my dirt on my own. And if I ever did some shit and got away, you won't know. I'm just trying to speak some knowledge to my folks, let them know. And when you get your money up,
I ain't like the bitch up.
okay. Nigga killed my dog, had to turn to John. Hold up. Okay, look. Nigga killed my dog, had to turn to John Wick. That nigga say he flew flamin', he ain't never hit a lick. I had to cut the nigga off, that nigga did some foul shit. Now he turned to a stranger, he can't ask me for shit. Whole life full of danger, I done seen plenty shit. You don't know how to grind, you don't know how we live. I ain't tripping off no friends, I'm getting big for these kids. And if he disrespect my kids, I might just pop a nigga wig. I'm just hoping God forgive me for the shit that I done did. I ain't never had my hands out, I get it how I live. I can't vent out to these niggas, I can't speak up to these folks. I didn't call myself trying to follow trend, but now I'm woke. I'll be watching from afar, I'll be chilling on the low. He the only one caught, and he snitched on his bro. That's the reason why I only do my dirt on my own. And if I ever did some shit and got away, you won't know. I'm just trying to speak some knowledge to my folks, let them know. And when you get your money up, all that trust shit get low. Nigga killed my dog, had to turn to John. Hold up. Okay, look. Nigga killed my dog, had to turn to John Wick. That nigga say he flew flamin', he ain't never hit a lick. I had to cut the nigga off, that nigga did some foul shit. Now he turned to a stranger, he can't ask me for shit. Whole life full of danger, I done seen plenty shit. You don't know how to grind, you don't know how we live. Can't wait to see my mama smile, I make it off these rhymes. My mama getting everything, these hoes don't get a dime. I'm quick to cut a bitch off, she wasting all my time. She said I'm hella selfish, I be rapping all the time. Can't wait till my wrist froze, I'm trying to get it, bitch. I get irritated fast, don't be asking me about shit. When it's time to let it go, I let her go, I let it rip. I'm never stressing by the hoe, I send my bro to fuck the bitch. My nigga Dollar past the wood, that's on the game, this shit got kicked. He ain't never in the hood, but he claim it, that ain't it. I ain't tripping, living good, on some real player shit. When they took my nigga Nitty, man, it really left me sick. Nigga killed my dog, had to turn to John. Hold up. Okay, look. Nigga killed my dog, had to turn to John Wick. That nigga say he flew flamin', he ain't never hit a lick. I had to cut the nigga off, that nigga did some foul shit. Now he turned to a stranger, he can't ask me for shit. Whole life full of danger, I done seen plenty shit. You don't know how to grind, you don't know how we live.
It been a while now. It's time to chow down. It been a while. Suit gang, it been a while now. All of my niggas, we all at the table, we finna chow down. She was a snake, she turned to a cheetah, she want a round now. I ain't got time for none of you skeezers, I told them calm down. I told them calm down now. All of my niggas, we all at the table, we finna chow down. She was a snake, she turned to a cheetah, she want a round now. I ain't got time for none of you skeezers, I told them calm down. I told them calm. She didn't want me to come to fuck, I told her that bitch gon' run it up. Bitch, you know I'm in the streets, I'm picking money, yo, and love. I don't give a fuck, bitch, hold your breath. You can go hit up all all the clubs. You go fuck with all them niggas. You go chill and go party with them. I never been a type, no loser type, bitch. I get up by my feelings. And I can switch a bitch and go switch a bitch when I don't wanna deal with her. Little bitch, you fuck with a real nigga. No, never come tell me your real feelings. I mean, you can tell me, but at the same time, I ain't finna deal with her. I got a bitch on the left and she sucking that dick like she wanna come live with it. I got a bitch in the set that I'm fucking, but I don't fuck her to deal with her. I got this other bitch on some other shit. She hold it down on some other shit. She used to be my backbone, but she flipped on some other shit. Now, all of my niggas, we all at the table. We finna chow down. She was a snake, she turned to a cheetah. She wanna round now. I ain't got time for none of you skeezers. I told them calm down. I told them calm down. All of my niggas, we all at the table. We finna chow down. She was a snake, she turned to a cheetah. She wanna round now. I ain't got time for none of you skeezers. I told them calm down. I told them calm. I'm in my bag, I'm getting it, get it. Feel I ain't got enough. Told that bitch, why you stopping right there? Little bitch keep running it up. I need money to be having things. Flicker the ring, that bitch bling. I don't talk, I got good aim. Hit a nigga from long range. Nigga, I'm about money, I need more money that energize me. I go in that water with them shorty like a scuba dive. Play games with a real nigga, we shoot fire, we don't cease fire. Catch a nigga, I'm like a cowboy. Whoop a nigga like yeah. Fresh out that pen thigh, did 10 and watch G's cry. Nigga writing them letters all to the crib, trying to get a respawn. I done did that shit, boy. I ain't doing that shit again. Suit gang, I represent. Recipes and my dead friends. Now, all of my niggas, we all at the table. We finna chow down. She was a snake, she turned to a cheetah. She wanna round now. I ain't got time for none of you skeezers. I told them calm down. I told them calm down. All of my niggas, we all at the table. We finna chow down. She was a snake, she turned to a cheetah. She wanna round now. I ain't got time for none of you skeezers. I told them calm down. I told them calm.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 3. Yo. We good, we got audio. You heard me? You heard me? Yeah, man, Lil Cuzzo doing his shit. Lil Cuzzo is doing his motherfucking shit. Self-made LR the Lope, man. Y'all go support Lil Cuzzo. Drummer Time, Tsunami Gang. Y'all go support Cuzzo. Feel me? Yeah, man, let's get into this motherfucker. Let's get into this motherfucker, man. Everybody doing tonight, you heard me? Fly Trap TV with your boy CO Beats. Is that better? Do that sound better? You can just put in the chat. You don't gotta text me. You can just put in the chat. I do that sound. Do that sound better? Is the volume better? Just put a 1 in the chat if the volume is better. If you can hear me loud and clearly. For sure. We got it perfect in the building. What's up, man? What's up, family? What's up, family? It's a Taboo Tuesday. You feel me? You tapped in with CO Beats. And tonight's topic is Decoding The Matrix Pt2. You know what I'm saying? For those who know what the metaverse is, you know, it's all this talk about we going into the metaverse and all this metaverse and this simulation shit. But little do people know we already in a simulation. This is already the metaverse. You're already locked in. You're already trapped in. All right, nothing here is real. This is a dream. Life is but a dream. That's why that's in that song. Life is but a dream. If you think that this life is real, that reality is reality, and reality is real, then you need to wake up. You need to wake up. And when I say wake up, I mean wake up to like to the fact that you're in a dream. That's what a lucid dream is. A lucid dream is when you wake up in a dream and realize you're dreaming. So I'm just trying to tell people, I'm trying to teach people how to lucid dream on a regular. And all you have to do is realize that the real you is somewhere dreaming right now. The real you is somewhere dreaming right now. So I have this theory about what we call the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I think the universe is literally, what we consider our world, what we consider Earth. You know what I'm saying? For people who are awakened, you know that these countries aren't countries. These countries are nothing but corporations, man. They corporations. So all of these so-called countries are really businesses. And I think that these businesses are um, like metaverse, like different virtual reality corporations where the citizens of each corporation, that's your reality. In order to travel to different continents, we have to go across large bodies of water to get there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's for a reason. I think these bodies of water is there for a reason. Um, we need passports to travel. Things of that nature. Third world countries, second world countries, first world countries. We got all these different separations of worlds. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it is very much different when you visit these places, which I've never visited. But from I can imagine that life is different. Like I said in the last stream, this is why I don't travel because I'm not a big food eater. All right, so I don't want to go to other countries where I don't like the fucking food. I'm gonna starve to death. But anyway, we gonna go a little deep. We're gonna go a little deep into this simulation shit. If you notice when you dream, when we dream, we go to a different place, but it's not really a different place. It's the same place. It's the same people. Um, I think dimensions all take place here, just in different time zones, different levels, different time zones. So when people travel to other dimensions, even in our dreams, when we dream and we have experiences and it feel like we're traveling somewhere else, we're not really traveling to another place. We're still here on Earth. It's just different times. It's like time traveling, where you can go back in the time or you can go forward in the time. That's what I think all of this shit is about. Um, when you look at the Matrix movie, nothing was really nothing was real. Nothing was real, but it's possible for you to get stuck in that unreal world. It's very possible to get stuck in that unreal world. This is what Freddy talked about. This is what Freddy Krueger was all about. Freddy is not real, but Freddy can get you in your sleep. All right, and all of us are asleep right now. The real you is asleep right now. So Freddy is able to capture you right now and have you stuck here in this world. On repeat, constantly repeating, constantly repeating. I think life is more like a stage. It's different stages, it's different levels to this shit. And the goal is to reach the next level. If you don't pass that grade, you got to do that shit all over again. And this is why a lot of people don't follow religion. This is why a lot of people don't follow the ideologies of other people. And this is why I don't debate with people, because when I speak with people, they want to regurgitate shit that we all heard before. You know what I'm saying? I don't regurgitate shit. I use my own mind. I use my own experiences and the things that um my reality, the things that I see in my reality to dictate and determine the world that I live in. You can't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just believe that we're already in the metaverse, man. We are in a simulation that's inside of a simulation already. Cupid, all right? Cupid is the symbol of Cupid is letting you know that this isn't our original place. Like, we travel here from somewhere, but we choose to come here. We choose to come here, and we come here from somewhere else. That somewhere else is possibly the same place that we go when we die here. This is just an experience. An experience. You go see a football game, that shit don't mean nothing. Whoever win don't really fucking mean nothing, right? We just watching a game. It's a form of entertainment. We're just here having this experience. None of this shit really mean nothing. We can never take none of this shit with us. You can't take your kids with you, your money, your high school diploma, your college degrees. We can't take none of this shit with us when we go. All of this shit stays here. Our memories stay here. Even, when we go on to our next journey, we start all over again. Now just imagine 9 months before you died here, your mother and your and in the next reality was conceiving you at the same time. Right? So it's really a cycle. I'm a flat earther, and y'all know I'm a flat earther, but I don't think that the earth is a clock. I think it is more of a calendar. It's a calendar. This shit is a calendar, and it resets every so often. It's a cycle. It's a cycle that keeps going on and on and on and on. It's possible that we could be the ancestors. It's possible that we could have been here, for thousands and thousands of years, just going through different times. So as the cycle restart, we leave that era and we go into a new era, starting all over from the beginning. Same parents, same family, same everything. Just different experience in a different time. Time traveling. I don't think deja vu has anything to do with us reliving life. I think deja vu is just simply memories that we have as babies. If you ever watched a baby sleep, like a newborn or a baby sleep, they be knocked out. Sometimes they be laughing and making faces, and we be like, "What the fuck could you be possibly dreaming about? You don't know shit. What could you be dreaming about?" So I think that babies are just. I think when they dream, they are seeing their lives. They're seeing their as a baby. When you dream, you're seeing your life. You're seeing your future before it even happened. Before you can even recollect what's going on in that dream. You know what I'm saying? Everything is subconscious. So I think that this is where deja vu come from. Deja vu come from us experiencing this, but the way we experienced it was not necessarily from reincarnation. We could possibly be experiencing this shit from, just dreams. And life is but a dream. All of this shit is a dream. It's possible that everybody that's here is experiencing this dream connected, to one grid, and that grid is split up between different companies, basically, right? Different companies. So it's like in Total Recall, this company offers this company offers that, this company offers that. And it's the same thing when it comes to our so-called countries, these corporations that we live in and we call countries. It's the same, the same thing is going on. You know what I'm saying? The same thing is going on. So I don't have pride when it comes to this world. There's nothing to be proud of, right? Um, this shit is not real. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have a dream and you have a bad dream and you wake up from that fucking bad dream like, oh shit, I'm glad it was just a dream. But then when you up, when you got money, when you balling, when the dream is going good, you be pissed the fuck off when you wake up. You be like, I do not want to wake up from this dream. You know what I'm saying? You be mad when you got money in a dream and you wake up to real life and you broke for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that we're all experiencing some type of simultaneous dream together and in cycles. I think we move throughout time in cycles from the past to the present to the future. It's the same people just living in different times, going through whatever the fuck it is we go through. But the goal is once again to make it up out this motherfucker. That's the goal. The goal is to make it out, to not follow anybody else ideology, anybody else religion, or none of that shit. The only way to find yourself is to look inside of you and find yourself. You can't find yourself nowhere outside of you. Nowhere outside of you. You have to look within because once again, the truth is locked inside of you. Who you are, what you're doing here is locked inside of you. All right. But if you're not looking inside of yourself, if you're being distracted by entertainment and by all this other shit that's here to distract you, then yes, you will constantly be a slave to this world. You will constantly keep coming back, experiencing this bullshit over and over and over again. I didn't like school, but shit, I liked graduating. I like going to the next grade. I didn't like school, but I like passing that shit. I wasn't an A and B student, but I was a passing student. I did just enough to go to the next grade. And it's crazy that we don't apply that state of mind to life. We don't look at life like that. We're being trained to keep going to up to the next level and the next level and the next level. But we don't really practice that shit for real. We don't really practice that shit for real. Only when it come to commerce and business and things of that nature. Um, what I love about America is here you can do what the fuck you want to do. You can be what the fuck you want to be. If you don't like this life, nigga, you can go and live in the woods. You know what I'm saying? You can stack your money up and go buy some land and live off grid, completely out of the system. You know, but it doesn't change the fact that you're still a part of this system. Have you ever wondered who named every fucking thing? Who named the sky the sky? Who named water water? Who named the ocean the ocean? Who got to name birds that? Who got to name air air? This whole simulation perfect, it works together and it works perfectly. It's a system that is perfectly set, and this shit is on autopilot, like a real program. It's on autopilot, and every so often that program it restarts itself in a different time period. It restarts itself. We are born into a world where everything is already set. Everything is what it is. The elephant is a fucking elephant. Like, Earth is Earth. Who the fuck named Earth Earth? I want to know who named this shit Earth. And I don't want to go into religion. I don't want to go into religion because the Earth was here before religion was here. The Earth was here before religion was here. So we were just born into this shit, and it's not going anywhere. It hasn't went anywhere, and it's not going anywhere. The only choice that we have is to find out what your Cupid is here for, and to achieve your goal, achieve your mission. Because all of this shit here doesn't really exist. It only exists because your mind tell you it exists. It doesn't exist for real. And once you realize that, you'll become a more freer person. You'll really start looking at life for what it is and enjoying the shit for what it is, and stop being caught up in the hype and the propaganda and all the bullshit. That is the whole goal. The whole goal is to trap you, is to trick you, is to get you stuck, is to keep you as a slave. That's the whole goal, to trap your mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that's all you have. So when they mind fuck you, it's a wrap. And that's what's going on right now. We being mind fucked. We think that we're going into a world that we're already in. People are scared. Not even scared, but people is making it seem like, oh, this metaverse shit, is going to be a bad thing, and they're going to trap people in there and this, that, and the third. Nigga, you already trapped in the metaverse. You already trapped in a simulation, bro. Some people say it's God. Some people say, it's the Van Allen belt. Where the fuck you want to call it? We're trapped here. There's nowhere to go. We're trapped here. Okay, so you already are stuck inside of a simulation where the only way out is death. And even with that, who knows? You probably wake up from one dream into another dream into another dream into another dream. Who knows? But only thing I know for a fact is what we experience here is not real. That's why love isn't real, right? The people who love you hurt you the most. We talk about money, how money isn't it's not real. It's just a piece of fucking paper. The things that we buy is not we don't we it doesn't hold anything. The shit that we buy, that shit don't hold nothing to us. It don't really mean nothing to us. I don't give a fuck. You can go hard and get the dream car you want, get the house you want. Let your wife cheat on you, let your husband cheat on you, or let somebody close to you pass away. None of that shit means nothing, bro. You don't give a fuck about that house no more. Lose somebody close to you. You ain't gonna give a fuck about nothing else until you get over that shit. All right, none of this shit is real. None of this shit really means anything to us for real. It only means something to you in this world. And once again, I don't want to keep coming here forever reliving this same shit over and over and over and over again. I'm trying to escape the matrix. I'm trying to break this shit down and figure out how do I escape this program? And there's messages everywhere. There's clues and shit everywhere. The answer is inside of you. If you really wanted to get up out this motherfucker or to escape something, then you would look inside yourself. We complain. People complain too much. I don't like this. I don't like that. Life is like this and life is like that, but we still participate in the bullshit. If you knew better, you would do better. But most of us want to ignore shit. We choose to ignore things or not, really put the effort to learning something. Everybody's chasing what? Money and sex. Everybody's chasing money and sex, right? The root of all evils. There's nothing here that's good for you. There's nothing here that's good for you. The only thing about being a vegan or a vegetarian is being in tune with the earth and not being cool with animals dying. All right. But there's plants that'll kill your motherfucking ass. There's insects that'll kill your ass. Little ass insects that'll kill your ass. The beautiful ocean, it's hella creatures in there. Jellyfish kill your ass. All right. There's so many things in this world that is showing us that, hey, this shit was put here. There's no such thing as nature. There's no such thing as natural. There's no such thing as nature in a simulation. In a simulation, nothing is natural. Everything was placed there. Everything has a place. We all have a place. The ecosystem, everything have a place. Uh, the little food pyramid shit, whatever they call that shit. Everything has a place. The way nature works, like I said, you can see, look at nature and see how everything happened like clockwork. This ain't no fucking Big Bang. This not from no accident. This shit was strategically created for what we're all experiencing. In religion, they tell you that, God made mistakes several times, that God, that nigga, look, this creation is perfect. This shit is perfect. It's set up in the way it's supposed to be set up. It's ran in the way it's supposed to be ran. This shit is perfect. The seasons come when they supposed to come, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the goddamn birds fly south for the winter. Everything is perfect. What's up, cuzzo? Yeah, everything is perfect in this motherfucker. Even the holidays, birthdays, the calendar. How can you have such a perfect place in such a chaotic, random world? It's not possible. It's not possible. This shit would have been motherfucking fell apart long time ago. It would have been fell apart. We need to, people who think alike need to get together and stay together, bro, on some real shit. Because a lot of the times it's the majority. The majority rule a lot of times. And that's why, like, when you do become aware of things, you do find yourself isolated. People don't hang with you as much as they used to hang with you, you know, fuck with you as much as they used to and shit once you start waking up, because everybody don't want to wake up. Everybody don't want to live that lifestyle. People like living, blind to whatever the fuck it is that's going on. And that's cool. People can live blindly. I lived blindly for a lot of times in my life, a lot of time in my life. But motherfucker, I'm waking up now. I'm waking up now. How many times have you thought like something just not right with this motherfucking place? Something not right here, bro. We question this shit all the time. We question the creator. We question why is things like this? Why is shit fucked up? Why do things always, go to hell for certain people? For the 99%. Why is the 99% struggling, hardworking people when the 1%, don't gotta do shit? Your shakers and your movers. They don't really have to do much but control us. We're being controlled through a system. We're being controlled through media, through entertainment, and that's all forms of entertainment: video games, television, sports, music. We have idols that we shouldn't idolize. We look up to people that we shouldn't even look up to. These are all tricks to keep you trapped here. These people done already sold their souls. Okay, these people already sold their souls. The trick is to get you to sell yours as well. If y'all notice, Neo wasn't born in the Matrix. He was born outside of the Matrix. He was brought into the Matrix. So Neo wasn't even the one for real. He wasn't the one for real because he wasn't born into the shit. All right, he was brought into this shit. All right, so yes, we do. I don't know. Earth, Earth is a Earth. I believe that there probably, there's portals here. There's time portals, not like like places. You can't go into a place and end up somewhere else. I think there's time traveling portals here, right? I think, like they say, the past, the present, and the future determines now, and I think that that's true. I think that everything is going on at the same time. So the Egyptians, the Mayans, they still exist. They never went anywhere. They still exist. They're just stuck in a certain time. Just like all of us that's living here, like we're living in this time. We're not going to go anywhere. When we move on, we're not moving on to another place. We're still going to be here in the same place. It's just going to be a different time zone. It's going to be a different time, whether it's the past, whether it's the future, whatever the case may be. But for all of the people who get stuck, you're going to stay stuck in that time zone. You're not going to be able to uh, what we call astral travel. That's the true meaning of what astral traveling is. We'll get into that later. But you'll never be able to astral travel. All right, you will forever be stuck in that time on loop, on loop. There's so much. The higher you, the real you is inside of you. It's not inside of nobody else. Nobody can teach you about you. That shit is inside of you. So if you're not going to look inside of yourself and figure out who the fuck you are or what the fuck this is, then you're going to have a problem. If you think you live on a goddamn ball that's spinning around 1,000 miles per hour in space, something is wrong with you. You think like a fucking child. All right. If you believe in God and you believe in evolution, something is wrong with you. If we was created in God's image, was that the monkey or was that the man? Was that the caveman or was that the modern man? Was that Australopithecus or was that Homo sapien sapien? If we had all these different stages that we went through in evolution, which one of them motherfuckers was made in the image of God? All right, you can't. We're so backwards in the things that we believe in. We so backwards and with an adult mind, it's like, why do we believe shit? With a mind of your own, why do you believe things? Why can't you just figure shit out for yourself? Why do you think you smart because you done read books or you done studied somebody else's research? Do your own research. Write your own books. Study for yourself. Put out your own information. That shit don't make you smart. That shit make you a plagiarizer. Monkey see, monkey do ass nigga. So if you can in a dream, if you can have a wet dream while you sleep, right? Because we're men, we have penises, and you can't think hard enough to have an orgasm with a penis. You can't think hard enough. You have to have some type of friction there in order to achieve that. So if you can have a wet dream and you can have an orgasm, don't you know that you can fucking die in your sleep as well? You can get stuck somewhere else and be trapped there as well. I'm not spiritual. I don't get into all that spirituality shit because I'm a flat earther. I don't believe in uh all the different planets and all that type of shit. I don't believe in that shit. I'm not spiritual at all. I'm realistic. I'm CO. I'm me. I don't get into all that spooky shit. I don't get into all of that, spirituality and I don't do yoga. I don't meditate. I don't do none of that because I think that these are different venues. I think that these are different ways for you to open up yourself to allow things in or out. Even with meditation teaches you to clear your mind. As a human being, your mind is supposed to be thinking at all fucking times. That's what humans are. I like thinking. I don't want my mind clear. All right. If I clear my mind, then that means it's open for something else to be installed into it. I don't want to clear my mind. I like thinking at all times. I like having my own thoughts at all times. I don't want to be what we call airheaded. That's what meditation is. That shit, it turns you into an airhead. There's nothing up there. That's not, we're humans. We're not supposed to be experiencing nothing up there. I don't do yoga because all them sexual positions and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. You know, you're opening up every part of your body sexually, mentally, physically. When we do these things, we're opening ourselves up to allow something inside of it or to allow something out. Because a lot of people don't have souls. A lot of people don't have spirits. A lot of people don't. They don't know what it's like to be a human. A lot of people is just surviving. A lot of people never lived a day in their fucking life. Do you? Just imagine the bush people. Imagine tribal people, right? They have way less education than us, and all of their uh, traditions and shit is what we would call uh, like pseudo. We call that shit pseudo. Like, but these people, they're more in tune with Earth than we are. Imagine if we went and tried to live in the bush. Imagine if we went and tried to live in one of these tribes. We wouldn't survive. We wouldn't survive. Some people can deal with it, but you got to be mentally ready for that shit. And this world right here is completely different from the bush world. Okay, land is completely different than the ocean, which is completely different from the sky. Even us who live not too, from sea level, not too high from sea level, it's way different than people who live high up in the mountains and shit. It's different realities, it's different atmospheres, it's different air pressures, it's all different type of things. So even right here, we can see all the different worlds. It's so many different worlds here that's right in our face. It's already another day on the other side of the world right now. It's already tomorrow. It's already tomorrow on the other side of the world right now. Okay, we're all not experiencing this reality as one at the same fucking time. We're not doing it. We don't all see the sun at the same time. We all don't see the moon at the same time. We all don't see the stars at the same time. If God came back today, we wouldn't all see this nigga at the same time. There's different worlds, different realities. You got to travel to different what they call that shit time zones. You got to travel to different time zones to experience different things that's going on in these different time zones. We think we so smart and we think we know it all. We think technology is the key, right? We think that we're advancing. We think that we're going somewhere and we're not going anywhere but backwards. Now watch this. Let's say the world started a million years ago. Okay? If a million years ago is the starting point, that means we're moving away from the starting point. All right? So we're not moving into the future. We're moving away. All right? If the first if the beginning was a million years ago, we're a million years away from the beginning. So that's not we're not moving towards anything. We're moving away from the start. We're not moving into the future. We're moving away from the beginning. You can't go you can't go and I don't know, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but we're not moving into the future, bro. We're literally moving into the past. We're moving into the past. The future was already happened. It's the upside down world. The future already happened. The future was the beginning. We're moving far, 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 far away from the start point. Okay, so we're not moving into anything. We're moving away from something. Okay, you don't go into the future. You go back. to the future. That's why that movie is called Back to the fucking Future. Because you're moving backwards, bro. My nigga AJ, what's the deal? What's the deal? Nah, the future. But the future is what to come, not what is or has been. Yeah, but that's the thing though. The future is all right. Life is a cycle, right? Life is a cycle. So 1 o'clock is going to come back around again and again and again and again and again and again. 3 o'clock is going to keep, it's a cycle. It doesn't end. It's going to keep coming back around and around and around. So if you're in a cycle, right, and you know that at 7 o'clock, all right, let's say at midnight, the time start over again. All right. If you want to know what's going to happen at midnight, if it's 5 o'clock p.m. and you want to know what's going to happen in the future, you got to go back and see what happened at 12 o'clock yesterday. You got to go back and see what happened at 12 o'clock yesterday. Like I said, this is why that movie is called Back to the Future, because it's a cycle, bro. So nothing new under the sun. So whatever happens today is going to happen again when it's time for it to happen again. Your birthday come around once a year, Christmas, all these different cycles. Even beyond the holidays, the seasons, right? The seasons come around. Mating season come around. The birds fly south, during a certain season. All right. So if you want to know what's going to happen in the future, we have to look back at the past. Yes, yes, yes. If I want to know what's going to happen at 10 o'clock tomorrow, I need to know what happened at 10 o'clock yesterday and 10 o'clock today. And that's why they say the past, the present, and the future determines now. This is why they say that. The past, the present, and the future, it determines now. All right? Because you have to go to the past to find out what your future is going to be. And it might not be 10 o'clock now, but when 10 o'clock approaches, you're going to be prepared and expecting, whatever the fuck it is that happened at 10 o'clock. Right. And we're inside. This is a calendar. We're talking about, a calendar, seasons, something that's steady, something that it's a cycle. There's no, there's no ending to it. Once the time start, it just keep going and 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 going for eternity. It just keep going for eternity. I feel like the past is what got us to the present, and what we doing and what we doing now determines our future. Feel me? All right. So if the past already happened, but it hasn't happened to some, that this is how you get a past and a present. I mean, a past and a future in the present. All right, because see, our ancestors experienced the past. All right, and whatever happened in the past is surely to happen again. What they say, everything repeats itself. Yeah, everything repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened in the past is going to happen again in the future, and that is what determines what the fuck is going on right now. Is where we are on the calendar. If you're in summer, you automatically know that fall is coming up next, and then it's winter, and then it's spring. So wherever you are in that time, you know what's coming next based on this calendar, because everything, once again, it's a cycle. It's a cycle, and everything works like clockwork. You don't got to remind a bird to fly south in the winter. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to remind a shark that is mating season. We don't got to remind the bees to go and pollinate the flowers and shit of that nature. We don't have to remind nature to do it. Why? Because it's already set up in a way to where everything repeats itself. It's a cycle. It just keep going and going. Like nothing changes. The only thing that changed is the time periods, right? So it doesn't matter if it's 5,000 years ago, today, or 5,000 years from now. Dolphins are still going to mate during dolphin season. Apples are still going to, it's still going to be watermelon season. It's still going to be It doesn't matter what time period that it's in. We know for a fact when this time come up, it's time to harvest this. When this time of the year come up, it's time to harvest that. And then when that time period leave, we know that Halloween it's coming back next year. So yeah, it's over, but it's coming back again. It's coming back again, and we know that because of the it's a cycle because of the cycle. But that doesn't mean we know what will happen. We don't know what will happen, and that's the beauty of it. You're not supposed to know what happened. We're not supposed to know what happened. But when it comes to cycles, we can know the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like you can know you don't gotta know what's gonna happen in January, but you know January is winter and these type of things happen in wintertime. You know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to predict what's going to happen in the future. We're not trying to predict that shit. If you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. And that's what that saying is saying. It said if you want to know where you're going, if you want to know what your future look like, you have to look at the past. It's just that simple. If you want to know what the future is looking like, you have to go back in the past. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what happened in the past, then you're not going to know where you're going in the future. All right? So because it's a cycle, right? And I'm not just talking like a year calendar cycle. I'm talking about like on the whole, like the whole cycle. Um Supposedly God destroyed the earth multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Cataclysms, all different type of historical things have happened on this planet on earth where they said life had to restart all over again right from the beginning. We don't know the future. We know the basics. We don't know details in that, and that's what the future is all about. But we have to extend control over our future. You don't have any control over your future. We none of us really have control over the future. We can't control the future. We don't even control. Um, just imagine as a baby when you're born and you come here as a baby, we have no control without a parent, without somebody taking care of us, nigga. We'd die like a motherfucker. We wouldn't even make it. We wouldn't even survive. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really have control over our futures. It's the saying. People say that babies can't be born evil. That babies aren't born evil. We're born innocent and all of that. But at the same time, though, you do have people you if you take an innocent child and you abuse them and you put them through bullshit, then their future is going to be way darker than a child that you give love and shit like that to. You know what I'm saying? So me as a child, I can't determine what my future is going to be because if I have parents that aren't shit, right? Then I might 9 times out of 10 have a fucked up future. But if I got loving, caring parents, who do what parents are supposed to do, then I have a better chance at, having a good life. You know what I'm saying? So that's not up to me. That's really not up to me. That's up to my parents. That's up to my guardians. That's up to the people that's raising me. That's up to my experiences. It take a community. It take a village to raise a child, but if that village is hurting the children, then you're gonna have a generation of fucked up kids. You know what I'm saying? Who had no control over their future. You know what I mean? It's a saying that says, "I wasn't." You deal with the deck that you was given. You don't complain about where you are in life or the head start that you had. You take what you have and you make it work. You do what you got to do with the things that you have. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really have control over our futures at all. We don't. We try to have control over our futures, but if we did, everybody would be happy. Everybody had a job they want, the career they want, the woman they want, the house they want, the car they want, as many kids as they want to. But I'm quite sure that 90% of people, our lives turned out completely different than what the fuck we thought it would be as children. Completely different. Said what I mean is we have control over the choices we make that determines our future. You ever heard of everything happens for a reason? And that's why I don't believe in karma, because everything does happen for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason. Um, I don't know, man. I don't think I don't know if every choice we make is conscious decision. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in life we be making moves and we don't even be knowing what the fuck is moving us. Even once again in religion, people ask God to move them, right? A lot of times people pray to God and ask God to move them and to show them the way and to lead them down the right path. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people who don't even want control of their own future. There's people who, they trying to get a control away because at the end of the day, you don't really have control. We really don't have control. Um we just have an experience, bro. That's all we have. There's really no control in this world. We don't control anything. We don't control how many sperm cells we shoot out, nigga. We don't control uh the fact that we need water to survive. If it was if a volcano erupted right now, my nigga, we can't control that. You know what I'm saying? That's way outside of our hands. If somebody else do something to you, that's out of your control. That's out of my control. If my woman cheat on me, that's out of my control. Now I gotta live in the fucking future that I didn't want. I didn't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? But now here it is. So I don't know. Um, we only have control over ourselves. We only have control over ourselves, and a lot of time we have to acknowledge and accept that we are who we are. We want other people to accept us for who we are. We got to accept ourselves for who we are as well. That's true. Let me see. That's true. But it also depends. There's this story. There's two brothers. One is rich and successful, and the other is poor and homeless. When the brothers were asked, "Why are you the way you are?" both the brothers responded, "Because my dad was an alcoholic," meaning you can use your situation as a crutch or as a stepping stone. I agree with that. But what if you didn't have a daddy? Right? What if daddy wasn't there? Then what the fuck would you be? And that's what I like. See, I'd rather know who the fuck I am and accept who I am and where I came from other than not knowing because there's a thousand possibilities of what could have been. You know what I'm saying? There's a thousand possibilities of what could have been and shit. And like I said, I think we a lot of times we just roll with the punches, man. A lot of times when it come to life, we just roll with the punches. We deal with the fucking cards we're dealt and we try to do our fucking best with that shit. A lot of people they have support and resources and stuff to change their living situations and to change, their lifestyles, but that don't change the fact that they still human and they still go through heartache, loss, feeling anxious, feeling depressed, feeling happy, feeling sad. It doesn't change any of that. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't change any of that. Um, I think what we control as people is our emotions. I think we control our emotions. I think we control the way we think. We control our minds. We control the way we move. You know what I'm saying? My nigga said same concept. Use your situation as a crutch or a stepping stone. Like you said, everything happens for a reason. Maybe it was better to live without a father. Maybe the father would have caused you to grow down to go down a darker path you're on. Real shit. But whatever it is, though, acceptance is the key, right? It's hard for people to accept who they. It's a lot of people for a lot. It's hard for them to accept that shit. It's hard for people to look at their situations and be like, "Damn, I hate this shit." And you got motherfuckers locked up. You got motherfuckers with nothing. You got homeless people and shit who love life and happy as a motherfucker. You feel me? So, I just think we just control. We control how we think, man. We control our minds. And once you give your mind up, once you let somebody else determine the way your mind work, then that's where we fuck up at. Following other people and trying to Just making it seem like, there's a certain way to live. There's no certain way to live. We all live based on our realities or what we perceive to be our realities. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go through the same shit, and yes, they come out with different results, and it's because of the individual way of the mind, the way the mind thinks individually. You know what I'm saying? Some people can, once again, there's people locked up in prison right now, and they ain't even in prison because every day in their mind they escape. They doing their time, in the Bahamas or something with 10 bad bitches and on a yacht, living it up, even though they're in prison because they have that mental stability to be able to escape and make this shit whatever the fuck you want it to be. Even though that's not your physical reality, that can be your mental reality, right? This can be a coping mechanism, a way for you to just accept, you know what, I'm in this fucked up situation, but I'm not gonna let it kill me or get me down. And I think that's what we fuck up at too a lot of times, man. It's getting stuck here, man. We have to stop letting the shit in this world. We got to stop being attached to the things in this world because there's nothing to be attached to. When you leave this motherfucker, bro, there's no umbilical cord. When you come into this world, you attached to an umbilical cord. When the fuck you die, they don't attach you to shit. You don't get attached to nothing when we leave this motherfucker. There's nothing really here for real. There's nothing really here for real. This shit is it's a dream. You can go from $0 to $10 million overnight and die the next day. Nigga, that shit is nothing to you. It's nothing. It means zero. Nothing is real. None of this shit is real. It's like a dream. You up and you wake up broke and you like, fuck. I just woke up. Now imagine knowing that you just died, nigga, and you just came up. Imagine how fucked up that feeling is, waking up from that dream into another world like, fuck. And a nigga wake up in that world, fucked up and all that. The biggest thing in my opinion is accountability. A lot of people don't have that, and that's important to accept responsibility for your own life and choices. Yeah, our our choices, um, but other people's choices. We can't control we can't control other people's choices. So if somebody made me the way I am through trauma, I can't take accountability for that. What I could do is make sure that I don't pass that shit on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? As long as I don't pass that shit on to the next person, then that's cool. But I still have to deal with the things that I have to deal with inside of me, asking why did this person do this to me? You know what I'm saying? And shit. So taking the guy accountabilities for like if I did it fucked up and I take accountability, it doesn't make it right. I'm saying it doesn't fix it. It doesn't change it or make the shit right. And that's why I say we only control our emotions and our actions. So when people act on emotion, then that's when thought becomes a reality. Yeah, but we grow, shit, we grow. A long time ago, if you would have said, fuck this person or fuck your grandma or fuck this or da da da, da, nigga, those was fighting words. You know what I'm saying? Or if a person, stepped on my shoe or something, nigga, these are things that cause altercations. Like now I'm a grown ass man, and it's like, okay, I don't react that way no more. I don't act that way no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just when somebody make you angry, in reality, they say when somebody make you angry, in reality, they aren't making you angry. It's you actually making yourself angry for how, yes, that's real shit. You got to separate ourselves from that. You got to separate yourself from people trying to push your buttons, people trying to agitate you, people trying to, um, get you outside of who you are. And if we gonna move like that on that level, we got to move like that on a spiritual level too, on a higher level, and understand it's the same thing that's going on. You got people that's trying to poke the bear to get you to act outside of who you are, so you can be locked up in physical prison or in this prison that we call reincarnation. To keep coming back to the same place, nigga, being A life sentence. Imagine really having a life sentence. And when they say life, nigga, you don't die. You don't die. The concept of hell and heaven for real. You go to this place and you suffer for eternity, or you go to this place and you live good for an eternity. Either you're gonna be I don't know. I don't know. People, we need to be thinking more deeply on those type of decisions. That I let somebody knock me off my pivot? You know what I'm saying? The way I think, is this because of something that I was taught, or is this really my thoughts? Is this really me and who I am? And a lot of people are victims, of other people, and they don't they don't have a victim mentality. They don't let that um determine who they are. You know what I'm saying? And none of us should, bro. Like you said, accountability. If you slap me and you say sorry, that's cool. But nigga, my face still hurt, bro. Like I still want to slap your ass back. So taking accountability don't make the world a better place. Um, Acting on thoughts is what fucked the world up. Yes. Every man must search his own soul. I searched my soul this morning when I was in the tub. Sole of my feet. I searched them bitches. I washed them. Did all type of shit. Hey, speaking of soul, speaking of soul. So look, my nigga, as a father, as a man, um, is it hard to believe that man and woman play two different roles in conceiving life? Um, as a man, our babies do not have our blood in them. This is where the mom's menstrual, blood goes to. It goes to the baby. As a man, we shoot out the seed, right? So my child, what I'm looking at, the physical person that I'm looking at, is me. It comes from me. That physicalness it comes from me. But everything biological, everything under the microscope, every DNA wise, that's the mother, right? Mitochondria DNA. This is why they can't test you till you look. The mother passed down a special kind of DNA to the baby. If you ever watch like the crime shows and the little 48 and all that shit, little crime shit, how many times have you witnessed them go to the father to get DNA from the father to determine if body that they found, you know, belongs to going to get the mother bloodline. You're not going to get a father bloodline because a father doesn't pass down his blood to the baby. Hold on, hold on. Technical issues. That's probably just this internet. All right. How I sound now? They cannot take DNA from a child and match it to the father. Tell you that it's your child or it's not your child because that child does not have your DNA inside of it. That child has its DNA inside of it. That child is you as a man. That physical seed is you. Okay, the physical seed is you. What's under the skin of that is all its mother. The DNA inside of that child all comes from its mother. It's like if you watch Pinocchio, you will notice that in Pinocchio, he wanted to be a real boy so bad, but he didn't get to become a real boy until the spirit came through the window and breathed that soul into it, put the soul into him. All right, so the daddy, yeah, your daddy can make you all he want to. Your daddy can make you all he want to. You won't become a real boy until the mother has given you that blessing and put the spirit inside of you. That can only come from the mother. We literally just sperm donors. We're literally just, you know, we create the seed. We don't create what's in the seed. No, we don't have DNA, Jake. We don't have DNA. Yeah, the mother don't need us. They don't need our DNA. Because my DNA is my mama's DNA. Okay, the blood, when a woman have a menstrual cycle, okay, if a woman have a normal menstrual cycle, these are signs that um she have healthy reproductive organs. Yeah, I had to turn the camera off because my mic was tripping, so I just turned the camera off for a little bit. Um, nigga, that baby, th- I, my mama blood went to me when I got pregnant with her. I mean, when she got pregnant with me, bro, her menstrual blood literally start, going to form me. Okay, so the heart is developed before the brain is developed. You can't have blood vessels without the heart pumping the blood through the vessels. Okay, so that blood that was pumping through my goddamn vessels and all that, um, that's my mama's blood. The blood that runs through my body came from my mama, literally came from her. My daddy didn't. Sperm is light. Sperm is just a form of light. It's light. Blood is light. Plasma is light. Okay, the woman cannot create a seed. She cannot create a seed, and the father cannot give a seed his DNA because the child has the DNA of its mother. So as a male, all the DNA, my whole bloodline comes from my mama and her mama and her mama and her mama, not from my daddy. My daddy didn't pass down blood. He passed down the seed. He passed it down the actual. You plant an apple tree in the ground, all the nutrients comes from the fucking the ground. Comes from the tree. I mean, from the soil. Isn't the first thing that grow that forms in the embryo, though, bro? No, no, no. I didn't say it's the first thing that grows in an embryo. I said that it is developed before the brain is developed. The heart is developed before the brain is developed. Because once again, as humans, we need look, you can be brain dead, my nigga, and still be alive, bro. Your motherfucking heart stop beating, you dead. Your heart stop beating, it's a wrap. Okay, that we need that blood circulating through our bodies. We need it to circulate. Without the heart pumping it through, there there's no heart of anything that's keeping it going. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine a fucking fetus sitting in the mama's stomach with just a pout with just blood, just a glop of blood just sitting up in there. No, hell no. That blood has to start getting circulated, and then this is when the embryo starts to form into a fetus. I don't know if okay, we know about mitochondrial DNA, which is passed down from the mother to the father. What the fuck do they call the DNA that's passed? I mean, from the mother to the child. What do they call the DNA that's passed down from the father to the child? That's why I brought up Pinocchio. That's why I brought up the Pinocchio shit because see, he was created by a man and he walked this earth as well. Pinocchio walked around as well. Okay, but the only thing that made him a fucking real boy is the spirit. They're telling you that it doesn't matter what man do. Man can create whatever the fuck he want to create. But man does not have the spirit. He doesn't have the power to put he can't transform spirit over to, the body. The body is physical. The spirit is not physical. You can see me on the outside. You can't see me on the inside. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, me personally, genetic makeup comes from genes. It comes from the genes. Like once again, I pass down. I pass her my seed. You know what I'm saying? I pass her my seed. If I put a red orange, I mean a red apple seed in the ground, it's gonna grow red apples. If I put green apple seed in the ground, it's gonna grow green apples. But that seed is worthless without the earth, without the nutrients, without that bloodline to the earth. That bloodline to the earth is the nutrients. That's everything that tree needs. It's pulling. Once man has dropped his seed off, man don't do shit else. Man doesn't do anything else. Everything else is being done by what we call Mother Nature. Mother Nature is taking care of everything else. Once you drop the seed off, Mother Nature got it. The man don't got to do shit. Boom, you gave your seed here, let me do the rest. You don't have to do a job. I put in a song. I said in the song to my unborn child, I said, let mama carry you for the first 9, and then we can meet for the first time. And that's real shit. That's real shit. It said it's like Edward Scissorhands or the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz or Frankenstein. Those are all fictional stories though. Yeah, but it's fictional stories telling it's like the birds and the bees story, right? When you tell a story about the birds and the bees to a child, you're not trying to be really graphic, like, yeah, you fuck your mom, I fucked your mom and you came here. Like, that's no, you tell it in a way to where you put it in a fictional story, but you're still telling the truth. You just, you can't be so graphic because it's children. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times, yes, we do have fictional stories like the birds and the bees. If anybody really believed that the birds and the bees, if that for any kid who believed that they really come from birds and the bees, you feel what I'm saying? It's a fictional story, but it's a way to tell it to a group of people who that's how they're going to understand it. You know what I'm saying? So even we talking code around kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We be talking in code and shit, but Um, yeah, man, we play two different parts as men and women. We play two different parts. We don't have an equal position. We're not equal in no way. We're completely opposites, and opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? So if man and woman don't, if we don't play the same roles or have the same jobs, or if we're not equal, why would we be equal when it comes to giving to creating children? We're still not equal. The man has his job, the woman has her job. You know what I'm saying? And we can't take her job away. If her job is to put the blood in his life, then that's her job. We can't take that away from her. But once again, if the blood in my body came from my mama, where the fuck how are they getting DNA to link me to my daddy? Where's that DNA at? What kind of DNA is that? What is it called? And where the fuck can we find it at? That's real. We couldn't survive or be here without each other. But guess what's realer than that? We wouldn't be here or survive without our fucking parents. Okay, without our parents, we wouldn't be here or we wouldn't be able to survive because they created us and took care of us or we would have died as babies. You feel what I'm saying? So um that's just the roles that they play, but it has nothing to do with micro and macro. See, micro is the dad and macro is the dad and micro is the mom. You can see the macro on a whole on a big scale because you're looking at the physical child. But if you want to know the makeup of this child, you got to look through a microscope. You got to look through a microscope to see DNA. You can't just see DNA with your eyes, right? It's micro. Your mom wouldn't even be able to give you her blood without your dad. Yes. He put me in her. And that's how I was able to get her blood because he put me in her. But she can't put me in him. My mom can't put me in my dad and he give me his blood. That's just not how it works. Everybody got a job to do, man. You got your farmer, and then you got nature. You know, once you put the seed in there, then you let the seed do what it do. You know what I'm saying? The man is no longer needed. The Mother Nature will take care of all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? The planter is no longer needed. When a bird shit out a seed and that shit fall on the the forest floor, it doesn't need any more help from man. It doesn't need any help from man. It's gonna do what it do. Why? Because the seed has already been dropped. Yes, that apple seed that came out that bird's ass is is a physical thing. The male dropped that seed. But without the earth neutralizing that seed, is just another fucking seed on the ground. It's just another seed on the ground. So yes, man, we can create all the goddamn seeds we want to create, but them motherfuckers gonna be laying on the ground with no goddamn life until that spirit come through the window and go down Pinocchio's throat. I'm with it. I'm with it, man. I've been telling you, bro. We got to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about this shit, man. This matrix nothing is what we think it is. Nothing is what we was taught it was. If you want to know what it really is, then we have to start looking at things with an adult mind, and we got to start asking simple questions that make sense and don't make sense. Because even with a healthy woman, if you don't have healthy sperm, if you don't have a seed to put in her, then there will be no child at all. But if you put your seed into a woman who didn't have healthy reproductive organs, the same thing is going to happen. That baby is not going to make it, or it's going to have some type of health conditions or things of that nature. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, man. I just know. I know that they can't take DNA from a body when they do these criminal investigations and they be trying to you know match people and find out who people are. They usually go to the mother for hair, for blood, for things of that nature. They don't fucking call the father. They don't hit the father up and be like, "Hey, yeah, we need you to come down and give some hair samples so we can see if this is your loved one." They don't do that with the daddy. They can't do that with the daddy. The daddy don't pass down no type of genetics. The only thing we pass down is the physical makeup. The physical makeup of that child. You stand like your daddy, you walk like him, you talk like him, you look like him. When you stand this way, you stand just like that nigga. Yeah, the physical makeup. But the micro, what's under the microscope has nothing to do with us as men. What's on the outside do, but what's on the inside is all 100% mama. And just imagine if you did give birth to the seed. I mean, not give birth, but imagine if you did give, the woman the seed and also gave the baby your DNA. That would make you more special than the mom because this baby is your seed and it shares your DNA along with the mom. But that's not how I think it works. You know what I'm saying? I think our bloodline, when we talk bloodline, when we talk about passing, like, oh, that's blood, that's family, that's blood. 9 times out of 10, you talking about your grandma's side, nigga, you talking your mama's side. And a lot of times, this is why we consider our mama's side more family than our daddy's side. We feel more connected to our mother's side of the family than we do our father's side of the family. Yes, because you're more connected on through your mother because of the DNA, because of the things you can't see. The things you can't see, the things that make us family, the things that you can put two and two together and be like, "Oh, I knew y'all was related because y'all." You know what I'm saying? That comes from the dad. You know what I'm saying? That comes from the father. The father gives the actual seed to say, "Hey, look at this," but the mother say, "Hey, you can't see what I did unless you look under a microscope. Then you can see what I did." You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we both have different jobs. And if the woman job is to pass down her physical DNA to a child that we gave her, We can't take that away. You know what I'm saying? If I plant a seed in the ground, that seed didn't come. It's not mine. It's you know what I'm saying? Like the earth is what gives its nutrients. The earth, all of that shit is going to determine whether it grows to be healthy and I don't have anything else to do once I plant this shit. It's out of my it's out of my hand. You know what I'm saying? Uh, see if my camera working. Black break. And ain't it crazy though how we have so much pride and shit? We got pride and shit that really means nothing. When you die, my nigga, you can't take your Mexicanness with you. You can't take your Chineseness with you, your Africanness with you. You don't take none of that shit. Physical body stay here. Every fucking thing stays here. We got pride for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? We got pride in these sports teams and all that. Oh, nigga, my team, and yeah, and you proud that we won a championship. We did this, we did that, nigga. You ain't do shit. You ain't do nothing. Okay, so our topic. Our topic right now. What do you think is as a person can do different without our community, within our community? What do you think as a people we can do? Shit, nigga, I don't have a community. We don't have a community. There's no such thing as our community. My community is my household. My community is my family, my children, my kids, my woman. That's my community. That's the only thing that I got control over. That's the only thing that I can call shots on and say, hey, this is what the fuck is gonna be, and this is what it's not gonna be. Anything outside of that, um, there is no community. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want to live in a community with a bunch of other people because then that's when you start clashing. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and all these different things start clashing and shit because people have different ideologies and different ways of life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be in a fucking community with somebody who think it's okay, um, to have consensual relationships with minors. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be in a community where, these people hate these group of people. I don't want to be in a community where, there's no trust. There's no like I'm cool. I rather just I know what I have control over, so that's what I'm in control. MLK, Tupac, Nipsey didn't think that way. Gotta aim. Shit, them niggas dead and all them niggas got killed. Yeah, every single nigga you mentioned right now got chipped. MLK got popped, Tupac got popped, Nipsey got popped. You know what I'm saying? So you can think like them and get your ass shot if you want to. Yeah, shit. Look, however them niggas thought and whatever they thought, once again, when they died, whatever they thought and however they moved died right along with that, right along with them. Yeah, we all misled, and that's why we got to stop. And that's why we don't need communities, man. Because a community calls for a leader, it calls for a council, it calls for all these different things. We don't need no fucking. We don't. Nobody needs to be up under somebody else. Nobody needs to be governed by somebody else. Like nobody needs to be led by anybody else. We need to be leading ourselves. We need to be leading our children, leading our women. You know what I'm saying? I don't anything outside of that. I don't care for. No, they ain't make no fucking difference. Imma tell you the difference that MLK made. MLK, the difference that he made was we all had, our own lands and our own communities and our own shit at one point, and then MLK came and said, "Hey, the grass is greener on the other side." Alright? We need to integrate with these people over here because the way they living is better than us. They schools is better than our schools. They restaurants is better than our restaurants. Their communities is better than ours. They sports teams is better than ours. This is what MLK did. He convinced niggas that the grass is greener on the other side. And we gave our shit up to integrate with these people who didn't want us fucking with them. They had their own shit, we had our own shit, and we went fucking with them white people for no fucking reason. And they didn't like that. They didn't like that we forced our way up on them. That's what MLK did. Tupac put a lot of niggas in jail, and that nigga he wasn't even a street nigga, a hood nigga. He never sold drugs, was a part of a gang. I don't even think Tupac ever got in a fist fight as a kid. All right, but there's a lot of niggas out here living thug life. He was supposed to be pro-black, and that nigga didn't say God life, king life, none of that. It was thug life. And Nipsey ain't even from here. Nipsey ain't even a nigga. Nipsey, he ain't even American. He from a whole nother country. So, I can't get jiggy with that shit. I can't get jiggy with that shit. But whatever these niggas did, it didn't help us at all because we still in a fucked up situation. We still killing each other. We still looking for acceptance from these motherfuckers, and we're still allowing foreigners, okay, to dictate how we supposed to be living. Nah, Nipsey ain't a nigga. I do know his bloodline. Shit, don't forget Nipsey is a celebrity. We can Google this nigga. We can Google him. I can Google the nigga and put it on the screen share. This nigga is his family from Africa. I forgot what they called, but they from Africa. If you watch the stream I did, 2-3 days ago, a message to Africa, I addressed that shit, and they don't consider themselves blacks. When they speak on us, they say Africans versus blacks. They're not black, bro. Africans is not black. Africans is not niggas. Okay, Africans do not get taught about the word nigga. In Africa, they do not call each other nigga. They do not say, "What's up, my nigga?" In Africa, they don't go around having people say, "Hey, nigga." They're not niggas, bro. Africans is not niggas. Nigga, that shit so little. Let me go over here. Aramis. Askedum. You telling me that he was a nigga with a name like Aramis Askedum? I don't know not one a nigga who name is Askedum. I don't. Askedam, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know one single nigga, an American nigga, who got this name. We got names like Jackson, Jones, Smith, shit like that. We don't have names. We don't have foreign names like this in America, bro. Niggas do not have foreign names. His dad's from Africa. Okay, he himself, the seed of his father, is from Africa. The world know that. He didn't put that shit in a lot of his songs. African American woman and his father. I ain't even finna pronounce that. He's a rich. How you say that's it? Eritrean. Eritrean. I think it's Eritrean or something like that. His dad is Eritrean, bro, from Africa. All right, these people is not Negroes. They not niggas. I don't know one single nigga from Rolling 60 Crip who's more popular than Nipsey Hussle. So you got American niggas who been doing this shit since the beginning of doing this shit, who ain't never rose to that stardom or that type of notoriety. But we got a nigga who dad, who dad came over here from another country, who can get that notoriety. It's kind of like all the other shit that we go through. Nah, nigga, ain't no motherland, nigga. Africa is not no motherland. Africa is not the motherland. Africa is not the nigga. You couldn't pay the average American to go to move to Africa, my nigga. If you gave the if you if the U.S. government said we gonna give all black people $1 million reparations, but you got to go back to Africa, niggas ain't going for that. We'll take the money, nigga. We is not going to Africa. This ain't no motherland. Them niggas is sneaking to get over here. Them niggas is hiding in luggages and swimming on. Them niggas, yeah. Fuck out of here. Them niggas ain't no motherland. Yeah, but he's not. He. That's not. He. Tookie will never be as big as Nipsey Hussle. When Tookie died, the world didn't know about Tookie. That was some local California shit. You know what I'm saying? That was some local California shit. Nigga, white people is African. White people is African, bro. White people is African. Yeah, black people, yeah. Yeah, white people is African, bro. Let me go to the screen share real quick. Yeah, let me go to the screen share. Here you go, Africa right here. Here you go, Africa right here. Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Greece. Nigga, this little body of water is the only thing that's separating them. Look at all this water. This little body of water is the only thing that separate Africa from white people. The only thing that separate Africa from white is this little bitty water. Look at how all of this is connected. This is a continent, bro. This is all the fucking continent. It's all one big piece of land. So if this is Africa, all of this is Africa. These people African too. These people African. All of this is Africa. So even if they're not black African people, they're still from the same continent. Nigga, Turkey is right there. You can go from Morocco to Portugal just like that. Nigga, just like that. Yeah. This they region. This the white people region. Look, they not far from here. Not at all. Just like over here. We call all of this the Americas. It's all connected. We call this one continent. The Americas. Yes, people physical makeup and shit is different, but these are still all Americans. They're still all Americans. These people is Africans, bro. Terrell in the motherfucking building. My good peoples, what's the deal? Yes. 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 If a pale person called me a nigga, I promise on my life, I probably call him a nigga back. I don't give a fuck. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And once again, we gotta stop. We supposed to be warriors and shit. We getting emotional about somebody calling you a word. We're so nigga, we have been diminished to children. They don't even say nigga. They say the N-word. Nigga, like they talking around children, nigga. These motherfuckers don't even say nigga. They say the N-word. Oh, he said the N-word. Don't say the N-word. Don't say the N-word. Nigga, we talk like that around our fucking kids. You don't give a fuck about no white man calling me no fucking nigga. Like that's like a nigga across the street calling me gay. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You can't call me a bitch though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't care about none of that, bro. Like, Like I said, white people don't even call Africans niggas. They call them Africans. They don't call them niggas. Africans come over here to America, bro, and they do good. They do good. Africans come over here and they do good in our system, bro. They work good with the white man, my nigga. When Africans come over here and they go into the school systems and these workplaces and all that, Africans don't have a problem. They do good, bro. They have a very good relationship with the white man. No. I ain't talking about a person physically like calling me a bitch and me getting mad. What I'm saying is, I don't care about what a person call me. You gotta. I'm not a. You can't be like CO a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You can call me whatever, but you can't. I mean, you can call me a bitch. Anybody can be like, oh, that nigga's a bitch. But what I'm saying is, that's not for real, bro. Like, you know. Hold on real quick. Wait. You see that? My dog water bowl fell off the patio, and one of the neighbors who stay over here walked all the way around, came up my stairs, and knocked on my door to give me my dog bowl back. And it was a white lady, bro. You know how many niggas probably passed that shit up, like didn't give a fuck? Bro, listen, bro, listen. If somebody called me, if a white man called me a nigga, I'm not gonna get mad. If somebody say, CO, you a bitch, I am not going to get mad. I'm not going to get mad. But what I'm saying is, you calling me a nigga is just like a nigga calling me a bitch or a hoe or something that I'm not. Because if for people who know me, nigga, you just talking. Once again, it's like the child getting into a fight because somebody said your mama ugly. You know what I'm saying? What mama tell you? He don't know me. He don't know me. Don't be out there fighting over words and he don't know me. It's the same shit. So you can call me whatever you want to call me. No, a nigga can call me a bitch. Anybody can call me what they want to call me. It's not going to make me mad though. But if you ever been anywhere with me, or if anybody ever tested me, you would be able. Anybody who's ever witnessed that can say, CO is not a bitch. He's not a bitch. So I'm saying you can call me whatever you want to call me. But when motherfuckers speak on me, the real is the real. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I was really a bitch nigga, then I would be more concerned with being a bitch nigga than being a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I would rather be more concerned with the people who know me, people in my community say, oh, CO's a bitch ass nigga. I would be more worried about that than some white person that I don't know calling me a nigga. A white person I don't know calling me a nigga is nothing compared to the people in your community, your peers, know you as a bitch ass nigga. That's something else. What I'm saying is, you can call me what you want to call me. But if you can really say, oh, that nigga's a bitch ass nigga, I'd be a little bit more like, worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like being considered a bitch ass nigga. But you can call me what you want to call me. Nah, I don't let niggas slide with nothing. We was talking about that shit earlier, taking accountability for our actions, you know what I'm saying? And not allowing other people to make us act in the way we don't wanna act. So if I'm in a if I'm in an environment where people are being vulgar and calling me out my names, bro, I'm going to excuse myself. If I don't excuse myself, then s- some shit is finna happen. Some shit finna get broke. Somebody finna get fucked up. Like some shit is gonna happen. So I'm going to excuse myself and I'm not going to go back over there, bro. If I know them niggas over there do some shit that I don't feel cool with or I'm not comfortable with, I'm not finna hang around them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, shit. Look, once again, a nigga can say whatever, bro. But if a nigga did some shit behind my back or a nigga try to do some sneaky opposite shit, then yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with you. But over words, I don't care. I don't care. If it come to words, I don't care. But if a nigga did some sneaky shit on the low, then yes, nigga, I'm gonna address it, and you gon' a motherfucker's gonna know. Yeah, no, I ain't fucking with no words. Yeah, I ain't fucking with no words. A nigga can say, people can say, back to the N word. Do you think niggas should only be used by black people? Do you think any race of who should be, according to you, who should be able to say nigga? Can anybody say nigga, no matter what race they are? And I'm not saying calling you a nigga, but just using the word, just generally. Is it okay for other races of people to use the word nigga, or is that just exclusive to us? 'Cause I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. I don't give a fuck what you say. Don't put your hands on me, nigga. Don't try to play me. You try to play me, get over on me, or challenge me, then once again, that's where you're gonna be like, oh shit, I had this nigga mistaken. He ain't no bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So you can say whatever you want to say, but the moment a person try to actually test me, you know, then that'll come out. But I don't care who say the N. I don't give a fuck who say that word. I don't give a fuck who say it. I'm gonna take accountability. See, I put my hands on niggas before, right? I done put my hands on nigga. My last case is from me putting my hands on a nigga. All right, so I done did anger management classes multiple times, bro. I done took anger management class. And anger management, they let us know to think before you act. You know what I'm saying? If you let him off, if a person can come and say a few words to you and get you to put your hands on them, and now they pressing charges on you, because that's exactly what happened to me. Nigga called me out, talking all that shit. I punched the nigga one time in his face, and he called the police and put me in jail. All right, so we as men, bro, we got responsibilities at home. You can't be allowing words from somebody else to fuck up what you got going. Now you sit in jail because it's America. You can say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't trying to play ball at all. Look, I say in the song, I say you don't fuck with nobody or don't fuck with nobody. That's why I don't fuck with nobody. I just stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? I just and that's a those are the people you don't want to fuck with. Niggas who don't fuck with nobody, who stay to themselves, who are introverts and just stay to themselves, because if you do fuck with them, whatever you get, you deserve. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I'm the humble sensei, nigga. I'm Mr. Miyagi, nigga. Yeah. I can be walking down the street with my woman, I can just whistling, oh, sexy. Nigga, I'm we gonna keep it pushing. Let a nigga try to touch her or some shit like that. Let her tell me, she feel uncomfortable. Then it's gonna be an issue. But I'm not gonna let no people words get me out of my comfort zone. And now I am once again with another battery charge. A nigga can't get this job, can't get that job because I let a nigga words land me in jail, bro. I feel that. That's how I feel, nigga. If you don't feel a person energy, if you don't like how people moving, just get the fuck away from them. That's the best thing for you, right? Because these people, nigga, they going somewhere, and it's not good. I'm not trying to follow you wherever the fuck it is you going. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times I didn't have people call me niggas, and they thought that I was gonna get mad, and when they saw that shit didn't affect me, yeah, they whole everything changed. That shit don't do nothing to me now. What you gonna do? What's next? After calling me a nigga, what's next? You gonna have to put your hands on me, and that's when things is gonna go left. That's real. That's real shit. But back to the topic though, man. If none of this shit if this is a simulation and none of this shit is real, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of defending something that's not really there? What's the point of, you know, feeling like a man, feeling like, I didn't let these niggas play me type shit. Like, once a nigga gone, bro, like, what's the point? What's the point? Like that shit, being gangster, being tough, we can't leave that to our kids. You know what I'm saying? We can't leave that to our kids. We gotta lead by example, man, and let these kids know it's okay for people to talk shit. It's okay for that. That's not disrespectful. We gotta know what disrespect is. Me calling the man in the dress him, brother, sir, became disrespectful, and that's not disrespectful. Me calling the man him, I don't give a fuck what he got on. I don't give a fuck if you got titties or not. If you a man, you a man. That should not be disrespectful. But once again, we act like we don't know what disrespect is. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really teach what's disrespectful, what's not disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? If just you got to carry yourself a certain way, bro. You got to carry yourself a certain way, man. If a nigga want to make it up out this here matrix. If a nigga disrespect you, then you just draw the line in the sand. I only act in self-defense for me or for my loved ones. You goddamn right. Like I said, I'm the humble sensei. I probably can beat all you niggas' asses, but guess what? Niggas ain't gonna know it unless a nigga touch me or do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the humble sensei. Yeah, man, we got my good peoples in the house, man. We got my good peoples in the house. Tay motherfucking Stacks. You know what I'm saying? My boy been rocking with a nigga for a long, 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 long time. For a long time. I went through some shit, made it out, start fucking with that nigga, man, and it's been up ever since. Y'all make sure y'all tap in too, man. APFF Tay Stack. APFF Tay, man. That's my boy. I just call him Tay Stacks. But y'all make sure y'all tap in with APFF Tay. He got that fire, real shit. Real good music in real life. You know what I'm saying? The other side of me is the part I love but hate at the same time. Yeah. And guess what? You probably got that from your daddy, nigga. Yeah, you probably got that from your daddy, nigga. Yeah, real shit. All right, so look, man, I got like 2 minutes left. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't even want to stop for real, for real. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we do, man. We gotta grow. If you're not growing in real life, if you're not growing for real, then you can't expect to grow nowhere else, man. That's what this shit is about. The better you is the real you. The fake you ain't gonna get you nowhere. The fake you is gonna have you stuck living in this bubble. And the only way you gonna find the real you is by looking inside of you. Stop chasing shit on the outside thinking that it's something on the surface. There's nothing on the surface, bro, but bullshit. This shit is fake. It's a facade. None of this shit is real for real. And for people who know what really matters and what's really real to them, these are the people uh who live healthy lives no matter what their situations are because of their minds, because of the mind. You got to keep your mind. Once you lose your mind, you lose everything, bro. We have to grow. We got to grow in every single way, and you got to grow within transitioning from a child to a man. That's a part of growth too. If you still think the way you thought as a child, if you telling people, "Oh, I was taught that shit as a child. I grew up like that," then you're not thinking with an adult mind. You're still thinking with that mind that you know that you was taught as a child. That obedient way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? We got to let go of that childhood shit and transition over into real manhood, into real what adults are supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And being distracted by all these different things, it's not going to get us nowhere, man. Our kids fucked up, our families is fucked up, financial situations is fucked up, all this shit is fucked up in real life. We got to get this shit together, bro. And the only way we gonna get this shit together is by sticking together. Not I'm talking about family, household. Niggas can't even keep they women and children in one household together. So how the fuck is you gonna get together with another group of oppressed people and try to do something? Very impossible. Very impossible. Hey, this shit finna end. Oh shit, maybe it didn't. That motherfucker kept going. But yeah, man, that shit is highly impossible, bro. Our households is where it started at. Everything starts inside of the goddamn home. Everything starts inside of the home with the parents, with the teachings, with all of that shit. All right. We're raising kids and we expect our kids to grow and age, mentally, all of that shit, emotionally, all of these things. But then we become adults and we feel like we don't have to grow. We really feel like we don't have to grow. We don't really got to do adult things, bro. Like I don't watch sports. I don't entertain my brain with entertainment because that's not what real adults do for real. And there's no knock to nobody. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm just speaking on myself and for myself. This is a hellhole. This is